Hello, I'm Antonio Mora, and this is the News and News.com Day in Brief. It is Tuesday, April 16th at about 6:30 p.m. A scary story played out 6 miles in the sky over Pennsylvania when a Southwest Airlines 737's engine exploded. The plane managed to make an emergency landing in Philadelphia, but a woman was killed when debris blew out a window and she was partially sucked out of the plane. The two Koreas are reportedly discussing a plan to announce an official end to the war that started almost 70 years ago. The announcement would come in advance of a summit between the leaders of the two countries next week. Chemical weapons inspectors were finally allowed to reach the site of the alleged gas attack. And as you know, President Trump has touted naming Neil Gorsuch to the Supreme Court as one of his crowning achievements. But today, Gorsuch ruled against Trump, and he did it in an immigration case. Also, Trump met with Japan's Shinzo Abe at Mar-a-Lago, Stormy Daniels appeared on The View, and James Comey defended the personal comments he made about Trump. In our Alternate Universes segment, the great divide between the left and the right on the cable networks was the size of the Grand Canyon today. CNN and MSNBC were leading and spending most of their newscasts on the Cohen saga, Stormy Daniels, and Sean Hannity's previously undisclosed connections to Cohen. On Fox, that was all an afterthought, which gave Fox the time to cover what's going on in the Koreas and Syria, something that got short shrift on the others. One note on Hannity. Whether he's a journalist or not, ethically, he should have disclosed his connection to Cohen, especially when he was reporting on Cohen. Pure and simple. But the zeal with which his competitors are going after him, ignoring far more important stories, is, to say the least, disappointing. Full disclosure of my own, I know and like Hannity as a person, but I also know and like many of his critics. In sports, I'm in Miami, so I've got to salute the ageless Dwayne Wade coming off the bench to score 28 points and lead the Heat to tie their playoff series against the Pacers. Wade also passed Larry Bird among all-time basketball playoff scorers. Finally, for those of us who thought it was a waste of time to give any attention to a numerologist who claimed that the end of times would come next week, we just learned an asteroid, bigger than a football field, barely missed the Earth on Sunday. Scientists didn't see it until the last minute, and it passed about halfway between us and the moon. That is considered a very close call in space terms. Phew. We have all those stories and much more updated around the clock on newsandnews.com. I'll see you again tomorrow.